Hey there, everyone. Mike Lowe here with SimSportsGaming.com, and we are at the trade deadline, episode 39. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch all of the different episodes that we'll be doing with this series moving forward here, as well as past episodes. Check out the SimSports Gaming YouTube channel, which is where this is being broadcasted. And again, thanks for all the feedback, all the support with the slider set. I've posted kind of a tentative version 2.3 up in the Operation Sports thread. I have not put that up in the vault just yet because I'm still kind of tinkering with a few things, but there are a few little changes. And since this stream does focus on the sliders, I can talk about those changes. I've talked about this 5 and 6. It really just depends on your skill level, maybe the team you're using. I have it at 6 for me, and it's worked out pretty well. I kind of wish there was like a 5.5 because I feel like it'd be perfect, but there's not. Let's see, other changes for this time around. There wasn't too much else done to human hitting. I did lower human pitch consistency. You're going to see more walks. This is a pretty impactful slider. You're also going to see more just be really careful with wild pitches, hit batsmen, things like that. Just be cautious with that. We have upped the CPU contact. That's going to help with walks as well. It's going to make them a little bit more potent hitters as well. So again, just be a little bit cautious there. And after that, I think we did the pitch consistency last time. So I'm sorry, the control last time. That's not new. But we did update the errors. Right? So 3 of the 4 error sliders are now up to 7. We've left outfield throwing at 6. And I think that's it. You're going to see my trade frequency slider maxed out here at 10, simply because with the trade deadline on the 30th and 31st of July, I always put this up to 10. As we get a flurry of trades, which we have precisely had. I have not made any trades since the last stream. So again, you remember that we picked up Victor Carantini from the Cubs in the previous episode, or one of the previous episodes, and we also picked up Delino DeShields Jr. However, in the last game, Delino DeShields Jr. Delino DeShields Jr. His season has come to an end, unfortunately. Maybe unless we make the playoffs or something, but he is going to be out here, and so able to pick him up. Luckily, he's going to be around for next year with an arbitration eligible year next year. We picked him up as a potential second base option even, but he's been playing some really nice center field for us, and yeah, kind of bummed that he's hurt. We do have Harold Castro, who's also out for a few more days here. And will be coming off the disabled list on August 1st, so he could be eligible to come back once he's healthy. Candelario's down, again, 6 days. So these are 2 injuries we had in the very last game I played, which was an extra inning win against the Royals. So again, we'll talk about that. I'll show you the schedule and everything else. So again, no new trades since last time, but there are a few trades brewing potentially here with the Tigers come July 31st, which is today. Looking around the league, there's been some interesting things. There's been a lot of trades, which I'm going to get to first, but I want to show you, I guess, just a couple things first here. We made that big trade with the Angels, and it was interesting because it ended up kind of working out for them because you can see that earlier this month, Andrelton Simmons went down with an injury. So I was like, oh, cool. We're going to finally see Jordy Mercer get some real, action here with the Angels, and that's what we were seeing. However, Jordy Mercer has now gotten hurt as of yesterday, so he's out with shoulder cartilage damage. We can go take a look and see how severe that is for Jordy. It's going to be a 1 to 2 months, so again, he is going to be done here for a little bit. So really unfortunate that he's not going to get a chance to continue this really just excellent season he was having for us before we moved him. I'm truly kind of bummed about that. And so let's kind of see what the Angels are then doing with their infield in particular with some injuries. So they have David Fletcher, who's moved over to shortstop, definitely able to handle that position. Of course, Rendon at third. Tommy LaStella will stay at second base, I should say, with that really weak arm strength. So that makes a lot of sense for them. So they're doing okay. They did just pick up Ryan McMahon from the Rockies, so that was a big move they did. So again, they were able to add another infielder. There are, again, definitely some other trades here that we'll back out here and take a look at. So If we look at completed transactions, these are just some of the trades we've had. I mean, just again, when I kick up we can go back to the 26th or so. So you can see that's the trade we made there, the Jake Rogers for Delino DeShields Jr. And then we did the Daz Cameron, CJ Crone, and Ivan Nova for Victor Carantini. The Cubs were also active here last night with their another trade. And then we fast forward here to what I was just talking about, kind of approaching the trade deadline. The Angels pick up Ryan McMahon from the Rockies. You can see there. The Nationals pick up Pedro Severino, catcher, from the Orioles. The Cubs make a big trade. They pick up Whit Merrifield, who is one of the Royals' best players by far. Royals are the last place team in the American League Central. Cubs are pushing for a playoff spot, so that trade makes a lot of sense. The Brewers acquire Sean Manaea. And again, a couple of minor leaguers there. It looks like going back to Oakland. Same thing, the Giants have acquired, I believe, minor leaguer John Brebbia for Ryan Howard. So the Cardinals pick up Ryan Howard. So those are the most recent trades. There's quite a few more things kind of floating around, I guess you could say. I want to see what the Cubs are doing here with Whit Merrifield. I mean, that's a big trade for them. So Whit Merrifield is now going to be their starting center fielder in the leadoff spot. That's a really, really nice move for them. He's having, again, another stellar year. He's really just been excellent the last 3 years, over an 800 OPS the last 3 years. And yeah, just doing really, really well, and signed for very, very cheap, really probably for the rest of his career. So that's a really nice pickup for the Cubs. It actually makes a lot of sense when you look around at kind of what they're doing. CJ Crone, again, still on the bench with them. But again, he's the guy that's going to be able to come in there against righties, so a nice trade for them as well. And let's see, I believe the Giants picked up shortstop Ryan Howard, right? I don't know if he's on the team here at all. Maybe he's in their AAA team. Yeah, I'm not sure where Ryan Howard went then. That's kind of strange. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, the Cardinals. Right. My bad. So let's see what the Cardinals are doing with Ryan Howard here at shortstop. They just got him on the bench for now, but again, Ryan Howard, 25-year-old, nothing crazy. Just provides some infield depth there for the Cardinals. So, there are still a lot of big-name players, including some Detroit Tigers here. I was really waiting until the last second here to see what's going on with this team, and let's see what's going on with this team. Since the last time we streamed, which I don't remember, but we are I think 16-9 in the month of July, and we've been really, really hot this month, which is really nice because it's not been the case. Certainly the previous month, especially June. I mean, the previous months, not all of them have been kind at all, but June was especially bad, whereas July has been especially good. We are at 52-58 now. If we kind of look over the last few series, we won the first game here against Kansas City. It's a 4-game wraparound weekend series, starting with last night's game. We won this White Sox series 2-1. We won the Tampa series 2-1. We did lose that Cleveland series 2-1, but we had won the previous Chicago series as well 2-1. So since the All-Star break, we haven't lost. Well, we've lost one series, and that was to Cleveland. And so where does that put the Tigers, who are now 52-58? We're 5.5 games back. And if you kind of use the old adage that it takes about a week to make up a day, we're just over a month or so out. Again, if all things go well, we continue to play well. I mean, you're looking at about 5 or 6 weeks, which would be the middle of September. So they can certainly get in the mix. So I don't really think I want to just sell off everything. At the same time, I don't really think there's a whole lot I need to go out and buy because I don't want to be trading things away. I will show you one interesting trade that we were looking to make that would, and again, this is going off of the actual trade block, but there was one player here, as you look there at kind of the top available players on the trade block, there was one player that I see as being a potential good fit, but I'm not sure I want to give up what they're asking for. And that player is Jameson Taillon, I think is how you say his name. Obviously, very, very productive starting pitcher for the Pirates. They are looking to get rid of him before he hits a big arbitration payday. If you look at his last few seasons, I mean, he hasn't been great, um, but his career, he's below, a 3.8 ERA for his career. He has certainly been a really, really good pitcher. If you look at his advanced metrics, they're a little bit better, especially the last few years, much, much better than it probably indicates. This is a guy who, even though we have a lot of young pitching, I think could come in and not only help us now, but certainly help us in the future. We're going to have a lot of money out there, and we're going to have some opportunities to kind of rebuild this team a little bit in the offseason because we're losing a lot of contracts. So he's a good fit in that. Like, he's neither a buy at all costs, and he's neither a we're selling. The trick is, though, and I can happily report the game has done a really good job of tough negotiating on this, because when I go over to the Pirates and I say, hey, I want to look at this guy, what are we looking at here? Give me some offers. Now, again, I'm not going to do a trade like this where they're saying, actually, let me back this out. We're just going to look at prospects because they're a pretty bad team. And there's no way I'm going to just ship off like Jonathan Scope to them or something like this. What's strange is, not strange at all, actually. What's really nice to see is that they simply will not make this trade without Matt Manning involved. And I really don't think I'm comfortable moving Matt Manning. When you look at a 21-year-old pitcher who's already a 69 overall with a potential, he's going to be better than James Tyon. And again, I hope I'm saying his name right. Hey, Doug. Hey, TJ. And so again, I would love, I mean, truthfully, I'd love to have both these guys on the team. Because now you're looking at it at a rotation of, certainly Casey Mize, Matt Manning, Tyon, maybe Fulmer we try to let rebound. And then really we're kind of moving probably one or two of these guys to the bullpen potentially, or moving them. But it would certainly give us 1, 2, 4 really strong starters. And then you could get away with either a Norris or a Turnbull or even a Kyle Funkhauser or, a Skubal. So it's like a perfect fit to bring him into the team. But again, they want Manning. They just absolutely won't do this. Even if I said, okay, well, maybe not Manning. What about if I just give you these two guys? What else can you do here? You can see that's it. I mean, no matter how many times I do this, they're like, no. Oh, well, I guess they want Casey Mize or Matt Manning, and I'm just not trading one of those guys. So I'm really happy to see. Again, if we were maybe a team that was like a game out or something like that, or we had a 3-game lead in the division, maybe we would do that. But I just can't see moving one of those guys for that. Another trade I can't see us doing is honestly trading Cameron Maybin right now for the returns I'm getting, and I can just kind of save you the hassle of me doing all this because I did this earlier. Probably the best offer we were getting for Manning was a center fielder here from the Cardinals, John Torres. So again, nice player, 19 years old. He's a B, 54 overall. I mean, again, he's not going to knock your socks off or anything. But let me get back to that trade screen and I can show you what this looks like. Because, if we were completely out of it, it's a trade I would probably just do. And what are we going to do with Cameron Maybin? I'm not going to re-sign this guy. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't make this trade, except for he's been one of our best hitters. And if we are going to have any hope, we need Cameron Maybin. And I guess when I look at this deal, and I can show you kind of our center fielder situation, because we've had a lot of moves there. We've traded 2 of our top prospects already in that Joe Adell trade and some other trades. We're not that we're deep, but we have Parker Meadows, so it wouldn't hurt to bring in a guy like John Torres, 19-year-old B. It would give us a little bit of, kind of an option 1B behind Parker Meadows. But again, Joe Adell. And so I like Torres, but when we look at the season Cameron Maybin's been having, we just don't have. He's been probably our best hitter. And I have him slotted in the cleanup spot right now. I mean, he's just been really, really good. He's probably been one of the reasons why Miguel Cabrera's had a bit of a bounce back year, because he bats behind Cabrera, and they know Cameron Maybin's not a pushover in this particular season. And so this is a guy that, again, his contract's up, but it doesn't make any sense to move this guy. if we're going to have any kind of shot. Now, if we were 15 games out, I'd make that trade. If we were even probably 8 or 9 games out, I'd make it. But 5.5, that's, you've a legit shot. 7.5 back in the wild card. So, again, really, the kind of the two deals I was looking at, neither one really makes sense for kind of opposite reason. Okay. Oh, it looks like audio's back. Okay. Sorry about that, Doug. So, yeah, it's not really, I don't see any of those trades making sense. I haven't shopped around Miguel Cabrera in a while. We can take a look there, but again, he's been one of our best hitters, and although I'd love, in real life, I'd probably make any of these trades just to get rid of that contract. But I think part of it's kind of the fun, and like I want to, no one's going to offer prospects. It's too expensive. So that's the other thing, too, is we'd be getting back a lot of other high contracts. Now, these could be expiring contracts, for instance. I think the Nationals were the team I was looking at who kind of gave us, yeah, here we go, a decent trade. The Cardinals aren't in it. So, I mean, this would be the deal, right? And again, it's a bunch of expiring contracts. There's nobody there that we'd ever really need or use. It would be to get rid of Miguel Cabrera. But I just don't see us in a spot to do that. We can always do that in the offseason potentially if we want. Although maybe not because of the expiring contract situation. But again, Cabrera has been a really good player. He's declining, obviously, but his stats are pretty much in line with what he was doing last year. But again, still very, very productive. And it's not like we just have this huge like plethora of players to just have step up and replace him. I still love the fact that he can play a third base, even though he doesn't really have a great arm for it. He's going to be kind of more of a full-time DH for us moving forward. But with us being close and just trying to have a shot at this, and again, when we look at the kind of the goals, the GM goals here that were set, they want us to finish over 500. So selling things off, I mean, I didn't set this yearly goal, whether that's too aspirational or not. Finish over, not finish 500, finish over. And so again, trying to follow that yearly goal, I don't think trading those guys away is going to make sense. So, yeah. So again, that's just kind of a quick recap of what's been going around in the league, what's been going around with the trade deadline, and so on. You can see there the best player available, Jonathan VR, isn't really a fit for us. But we'll see if the game's going to pull off some other trades. So we did have some injuries, so quick update. There's nothing here with pitching that's different, just kind of showing you the lineup. We had a really long game recently, but I did look ahead, and luckily our pitchers, we still have enough we can get through. We had some guys who were pretty tired, but I was going to actually call up. I was going to have 15 pitchers on the roster for this game and just go with a short bench today and then make some changes after. But when I looked at the stamina of the guys, I looked ahead and loaded into the game quickly. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to leave that. So the transactions that we did make with Candelario out and with Delino DeShields Jr. out, we have brought back up Brock Deathridge, kind of a fan favorite here in the stream. We brought him up because he gives us some really nice pinch running speed, something that we have a lot of slow players in this team, and there's been a few opportunities in close games where I've really wished we've had him or had a good pinch runner. And so that's what he'll be. He's also kind of a fifth outfielder at this point, behind Travis Demerit, who's kind of like a utility player for us. Still trying to find his groove. Has not been hitting well, but can play all over the field. He's got good potential still. So Brock Deathridge is back up. You can see he's had 24 at bats. He hasn't done a whole lot. But he's back up on the team. And then we actually making his major league debut, filling in at third base here versus righties and lefties, is going to be Danielle Pinero, who is a 67 overall, 25-year-old from Canada. Again, he has no stats, but you can see a pretty nice makeup with the bat. He's not much of a defender, but again, a nice little utility player that we're at least going to get a look at here for the next 10 days with Candelario out. So we'll kind of see how things look with him. He's very upset that he's not close to home, even though he's from Canada. And, I don't know, Michigan's about 20 minutes. Detroit's about a 5-minute ride over a bridge to Canada. But again, Canada is kind of a vague description of where he's from. He could be from Vancouver or something. Who knows? So, but Danielle Pinero is called up. He'll make his major league debut in today's game. But yeah, otherwise, we are set to go. I don't think I have any problems with complete games. We can count them up really quick. 12, 13, 14, 15 in the American League. 17, 18, 19, 20, still 23. So doing absolutely fine there. And it's going to be Chris Bubek versus Spencer Turnbull here, it looks like. So we're going to jump on into gameplay unless there are any questions. Yeah, 2.3 is up on Operation Sports. It's not in the vault yet. I'm not sure. I just haven't had time, truthfully, to get it up there. But I was just kind of tinkering earlier today at lunch, and was able to at least update that thread. I think I did it today or yesterday. I can't remember now. But anyway, jumping into gameplay. This is the last game before the trade deadline, and again, all very, very important games here in the last 2 months for the Tigers. But we played every pitch of every game in this franchise, every single one of them. So every stat you see, every thing you see here has been played by yours truly. And again, all of those details of the sliders and the settings I'm using are on the Operation Sport MLB The Show slider form. So you can see bullpen got a little, Alex Wilson pitched a lot yesterday, but we got a really, really important win. Actually, let me back out and show you that box score just to kind of paint the picture here for today's game. Whoops. So the box score was kind of crazy. We were up 2-0, then it was 2-2, and it was 3. Actually, I don't know if it was the earlier innings. I forgot how this all went down, but you can see it was 0-0 since the 7th inning, or I should say no runs were scored from the 7th inning all the way to the bottom of the 12th when we finally pulled out a win. We ended up winning on a sac fly, bases loaded, I think 1 out, and Jose Reyes actually had 2 sac flies that game. So just 1 double for the Royals, even though they had 12 hits. The Tigers, 1 double, and DeShields Jr. got hurt on that sliding in. That's where he got his injury, out for 2 months. And again, 2 sacrifice fly for Jose Reyes, 2 errors that game, 3 total. And again, extra inning game. So, but pitching for the Tigers, Funkhauser did not pitch great, got him out, and then the bullpen really took over and just shut things down from the 4th inning on. As you can see, a lot of innings. Wilson pitched 3 innings. We used a lot of guys. Joe Jimenez pitched 2. So Wilson and Jimenez probably aren't available today. And actually, come to think of it, Cedeno's hurt. You can see he entered there, and it was that weird. It wouldn't let me use him. Let me see if he's listed as hurt, though. Okay, so he's not. So he should be available. I'm not sure what his deal is, so that's good. But we'll make do. See if Spencer Turnbull can get us some good innings here. As far as days off, this is a Friday night game. Let's see who we want to start. We could definitely get Christian Stewart in today. I'm sorry, we're facing a lefty. Never mind. Probably the only guy I would look to get in would be Austin Romine. And if we did that, we can move Caratini to 3rd. But I want to get Pinero some action in this first game here. So plus he hits lefties better, so it's probably better just to go with this lineup here. Brock Deathridge's got to wait. Are there no trade clauses in this game? I don't think he actually has a no trade clause, but I also am not sure. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream, everybody. Again, just thinking about those potential trades. I would love to get James Talion or Tyon, whatever, into the mix here, but I can't give up Casey Mize or Matt Manning. It just doesn't make any sense. Both those guys will be better than him. So there you can see Spencer Turnbull, 5.03 ERA, 7-10 in 20 starts, 75 strikeouts in 98 innings. You want to see the slider changes again, very beginning of the screen, we went over those. Speaking of slider changes, start of the game, make sure you make these quick adjustments. And all those details up there on the Operation Sports form. So no Whit Merrifield anymore. That's kind of nice. He's now a Chicago Cub. We will happily take that. He was a tough out. It's a tough out for the Tigers in real life, too.
1, no strike.
First pitch, 7-10.
One ball, one strike.
Hey, Ryan, welcome. Ryan, you missed all the excitement at the beginning. Although there wasn't a ton of excitement. You missed a big recap, I guess.
Count is 2-1.
But it is trade deadline. It is July 31st. After this game would be the last chance we have to make any moves here. We looked at a few potential moves at the beginning of the stream. Hey, making his major league debut. Look at that. Danielle Pinero.
The second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
The quick recap is that we haven't made any trades. We are considering James Taillon of Pittsburgh, but they want Matt Manning or Casey Mize back in the deal no matter what I try, and that's just not going to happen. Also, I don't think we're going to end up moving Cameron Maven because just for what we're getting back, it's just not worth it. I'd rather keep his bat in our lineup here. We're 5.5 games back at this point. 6 games below 500, so...
That's ball 2-1.
Dude, he tried to get behind that ball and he just like circled it really, really wide.
The right fielder, number 12.
Cubs acquired Whit Merrifield. Talked about that. That was a big trade. Jorge Solaire, very, very dangerous hitter. Ooh, swing is real. Brian, I did go over those details of the previous games. I mean, we at least looked at the calendar. We just want to click back and look at that. It's kind of hard to do during the game here.
No, ball 4.
Not the worst walk. The most dangerous hitter by far.
Batting 4, the designated hitter.
Yeah, we looked at our GM goals. And again, the goal is still to finish over 500 is the this season's goal. I think reaching the postseason is the contract goal. So, and that's where again, looking at James Taillon, I would have brought him in, but I just can't give up one of those A potential starters. He's an A potential too, but he's 27. Not that he's not worth it. It's just not comfortable. I'd rather keep those guys. Still a very, very long uphill battle if this team's gonna even come close to making the playoffs. I mean, we've been red hot, 16-9 in July, and we're still 5.5 games back. We're still 6 games below 500. Like, we're one. Tried going to the pitcher, he just didn't feel it. Would have had time. But the key there is just making sure you get an out. And when you're playing the game, the key there is just really keep your eye on that cursor. Know who you're controlling and just kind of know the situation. You can take a look at that replay. And kind of a weird play here, because again, I immediately, this ball's hit, I'm hitting 2 right here, right? Because I want the pitcher to get it. I got plenty of time. Easy double play if he can get to that. If he doesn't, that all changes now, especially with the momentum of the base runner. That's a really tough throw. I might have had a play. Probably did. But just wanting to get that second out. Just go with the momentum, take the easy out there at first. Live for another day. Salvador Perez could be a walk candidate, but I'll probably just look to pitch around him. Ryan O'Hearn is not a great hitter with that power. You just never know. See if we can get Perez to chase here. And if we walk him, so be it. Yeah, I'll take that. So Chris Dubik, 13 starts, 7-8 record, 4.60 ERA, in 90 innings he's got 73 strikeouts and 36 walks. So not great. Just kind of just a dude, I guess you could call him. He's facing a lot of lefties lately. Looking at his pitch speed here, low 90s, a lot of breaking pitches. And if you look at his pitcher makeup there on the right, again, he's definitely walk guys. He can strike guys out too, so not a good fielder, so that's something to keep in mind with Reyes here at some point.
Nope, that's a ball.
Oh, it's good to know, right? So, I guess Dubik is the top prospect for them in real life. About to make his major league debut. Caratini does not hit lefties as well, but he has such a high on-base percentage thus far that I just want to keep him in front of the better hitters on the team there. Just tried to hit that to right field, but a little too late.
Ball one. 1-1.
Delano DeShields Jr., if you missed the beginning of the stream, out for 1 to 2 months. Actually, it might have been 1 to 2 months or 2 to 3 months, I think. Got hurt sliding in the second in yesterday's game, so he is probably done for the year.
Count is 2-1.
Another reason not to be moving Cameron Mason. Get down. Not a great swing, but find some grass in the outfield.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Cabrera, the Tigers' only All-Star in 2020, having traded Royce Vizcaíno before the All-Star game. Jordy Mercer finally got some action. We looked at that. Andrelton Simmons got hurt for the Angels. But then Jordy Mercer got hurt, and he is out for the rest of the season. So, poor Angels. I should say poor Jordy Mercer, at least. I'm excited to watch the rest of his season, but...
1-0.
Gotta run. Boy, you should have touched first. For that play, you got plenty of time, right? Touch first is right there.
batting fourth, The second baseman.
Still got time for a tag a second.
Go.
Yeah, Ryan's asking how's the chat feeling about the real MLB season. He's thinking more and more this is never going to finish. Cardinals have had 2 positive tests. Game postponed. Yeah, I've said that, months ago, right? I said they won't play longer than 2 weeks, so I think it's been a week now, right? But yeah, I've loved it. I watched every game. I'm watching the Tigers here in my kind of split screen on my phone right now, so. Try to get through this game quick so I can go watch. All I know is if the Tigers finish like 5-3 and they end the season, I'm calling it a World Series championship for the Tigers.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Cameron Maybin.
Cleanup hitter usually for the Tigers, but against lefties, he doesn't hit lefties as well, so I just bumped him down to the 5th spot and pretty much swapped him and Jonathan Schoaf 4-5. Might have won it. Nope. Decent contact, but didn't find any grass there, so Ubik works out of a bit of a jam in the first inning, 0-0 after 1.
Leading off for Kansas City, the first baseman, number 66.
Could have rushed through, plenty of time, but sometimes this game's animations do goofy things.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael.
Tigers defense. At least he missed it early. Danielle Pinero making his major league debut. We've upped the error sliders up to 7 pretty much across the board, minus outfield arm. So again, that was a change we talked about earlier in this slider set, which is part of this whole streaming series. Just talking about how to get a game to play realistically over the course of a 162 game season. It is possible. Just gotta keep your eye on things. Be part of the discussion. We can help each other. A couple things that are hard to get right in this game. But with a little self-policing, it's definitely possible.
The count is 1-2. I got the count 2-2.
AI doesn't chase a lot of fastballs, but I like to play around with them a little bit, just to see, just out of curiosity to see, what they will chase. I will chase sliders, so I'm gonna throw here.
Ball 4, take the ball.
There you go. That's probably would have laid off that even with contact at 2 for the AI, but with contact at 3 now, we're going to see more of that. That's one of the things I absolutely want to see more of. But it's hard. Even the sliders make that quite difficult to get the proper amount of walk. So I would just say, you know, you gotta, one of the things, again, self-policing, making sure you're doing kind of your part to throw enough balls out of the zone that even with 3-ball counts, even with runners on base, tough situations. I'm not perfect at it. It's something I have to keep reminding myself. Very easy just to throw strikes and get away with it in this game, truthfully. This outfielder froze for some reason. All that for a single. That's a weird play. I was not watching the runner. Should know better by now. Well, the Starling just got called back up after they traded Whit Merrifield. So they pull off a hit and run with a guy with 23 speed and 3 stealing because they couldn't throw the ball at the zone.
Look out, 1-1. Back outside.
Stay the run. It's a weird cutoff. It's not a very deep cutoff.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Just like that, the old hit and run. The AI hit and run produces a run.
2-0. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh, where did that miss? Well, yeah, Doug, we did replace, or we did add a top of the order bat, but he got hurt. Delano DeShields Jr. This guy, you know, I think we have replaced him. Joe Jimenez hasn't blown a save yet. He's taken over, so. But I see your point, though. It's just a lot of other teams trying to win here, and definitely don't want to overpay for anything. Got to keep next year in mind for this team, especially. What's got the Tigers into trouble to begin with? I like them being aggressive and acquiring players, but you got to leave something in the cupboard. Oof. Odell's been cold. Hitting 223 now, but alright. Getting situated, there's a hit. Kind of like that adaptability rating out of the park baseball. We talked a lot about that on Ryan's podcast, the Long Gone podcast. Most recent episode, I think, at least, right? We're talking about out of the park baseball having an adaptability rating for players. So when a player gets traded and that sort of thing, it takes them a little while to settle in. I think there's some truth to that in this game. I don't think it's something built into the game, but when you acquire a new player and her hot dog just disappeared. Did you see that? And it just reappeared. That was complete magic. Can I replay that somehow? Probably not, right? Guys got to rewind that stream. Her hot dog disappeared and reappeared. Complete, like, Bob Lazar Area 51 magic. That was craziness. But anyway, I think there's some truth to adaptability even when you're controlling the players because you're getting used to their swing and things like that. So, especially as pitchers, right? Getting used to their meter. Leadoff single here to start the second. Those are both strikes? I guess the first one. Strikes. That. Might go to third here. He should be able to get there.
Batting it, the third baseman, Danielle.
The Shields is out for the rest of the season, most likely, unless we make the playoffs. He'll be back around October 1st. Hey, Major League debut for Danielle Pinero. Or is it Pinero? I'm not sure how you say it, but this is quite the spot to make your Major League debut. Utility player. Primarily third baseman, though. Making $60,000 this year on the Detroit Tigers, apparently. That's MLB The Show, the little things. $60,000. Ooh, it's gonna get down for a hit. Or no, sorry. I thought that was my base runner. That was weird. I like an optical illusion. I thought the guy running for the catch was my base runner. I'm like, that's gonna drop. Yeah, it would have been a good swing. Travis American, ice cold.
Yep, that ball went out.
0 for 6 in last night's extra inning game. 3 strikeouts. Just a horrible game.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Ooh. So you'll see more plays like that now with the errors up. They'll probably score that in error. They do. It's both good and bad. Technically, probably not an error, but this game doesn't call enough errors. They don't call enough legit errors, so I guess if they call a legit hit an error, ends up balancing out. It keeps the Tigers in business here. Scores a run. Ooh, good pitch.
0-2. Well, that's off the plate. Nope. You got a full count. 3-2.
So Bubic will strike guys out, so I'm not going to send the runners here. Good speed in the batter's box too. Ooh, got a good swing on that.
Nope. Back upstairs. Ball 4.
Next for the Tigers, the catcher, Victor Gerardini.
First 2 hitters are switch hitters in this lineup, both named Victor. If we only had Victor Martinez still. 13, one of those pieces we got. It was a piece we can use in the future, obviously. Can be used both for this season on a potential run, but definitely some team control left. Basically a third string catcher for the Cubs.
Ball two.
Oh, good grief. Could not wait on that changeup. See him every time, but it's a big strikeout.
First baseman, Miguel.
But better have a strikeout than a ground ball there, so. I should expect to see a lot of changeups here. Very, very confident in the pitch right now. I will be green lighting him here with the fastball down the middle. That's why you give guys green lights sometimes. Oh, it stayed in the park. Look at the wind. Oh, I thought that was gone. Ooh, thought that was gone.
Leading off for the Warriors, the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Okay, with that. Come on, Joe Bell. Just like that, we're going to have a run here. One pitch, man on third. Thanks.
The right fielder, as well. Jorge Solaire.
But can't worry about that run. Assume it's going to score. Not want him making one of those weird jump throws with the 47 speed guy, so having set his feet and make the throw.
The designated hitter.
I could have considered coming home, but take a look at that replay. I didn't really give it much thought. Runner went on contact. Yeah, there's no way. He would have saved. Yeah, that's the right move there. Good throw.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Torres.
Oh, he's in there. safe.
Easy as double play. I don't know if you took that one. Kind of the scope taking his sweet old time. Dangerous hitter. Yep. Especially when you leave the pitch right there. So that double play, that matters. Boy, that base was loaded. They didn't score. And they come out and give up 3 in the next half inning here. So that's a bad pitch.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Bronco.
Count 1-0.
That's another gap too. We need Turnbull to give us some innings today. A lot of guys tired.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Nope. That's inside. Slide, ball 2.
Yeah, Maikel Franco is a beast in or out of the park league. He's probably the best player, him and Mike Trout. Or Heidi Liner. Alright, Tigers. Still plenty of time to score some runs.
Got us there. Hey, go!
Oh, man. See that change up every time. I just can't stay back. Again.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Cameron Mayberry.
Ball inside. Ball in.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joe Adele.
I think this team's in pretty good shape for next year. And again, that's just some of the trades we were looking at, including Miguel Cabrera. Still make a move before tonight. Washington Nationals would be the team. Just get a bunch of expiring contracts, so I don't know. It's tempting. So Adele, a couple hits today. Nice clean singles, one to the right, one to the left now. But I think the 3 or 4 players, again, well, probably 3 Tigers that could potentially still move. Jordan Zimmerman, but he's been good for us. And again, like, yeah, I'd like to free up the contract, but it's gone at the end of this year, and he's pitched okay, and we do need some depth. So, and again, I don't really know what we're going to get for him. Probably similar to Cameron Maben, I'd rather just keep him on the team. And then Cabrera, again, just, you know, pros and cons there. We'd be losing probably our best overall hitter. But definitely setting us up nice for the future. It's hard to know what kind of player he might be next year. I don't know. It's tempting. Hey, if we lose this game, we're 6.5 out. I mean, maybe that changes things. We'll see. The one time. I still would have swung too early. I was thinking that was the changeup, and I had good timing on the fastball. That tells you everything. Come on, Tigers. How do you want these back? That means I get to give you a promo instead. Check out our Sim Sports Gaming Discord, where we're chatting about different games, various leagues that we host at SSG, and sometimes just general sports talk. Yeah, stop on by. And if you go to simsportsgaming.com, there's a link there to join our Discord. Lots of different stuff going on there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Spread the word. Doing what we can to get franchise modes the attention that they still deserve. And let's see if Spencer Turnbull can have a better inning than the third.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Yeah, collisions would be cool. It could be a very, very similar cutscene to when the pitcher gets hit by a ball, but maybe they do mix in injuries. I mean, most times when a player gets hit with a line drive, they're not okay. And they at least come out of the game, right? At the very least. This game, I don't even bat an eye when I see a pitcher get hit. I know he's going to be fine. Now, at the same time, those are a lot more rare than they were in previous editions of this game, but they probably could still be a little more rare. But nonetheless, this game really needs a dynamic injury system, especially with pitchers, right? Think about arm injuries, things like that. If you don't know what a dynamic injury system is, it's something similar to what NBA 2K has, where players have like wear and tear, seasonal wear and tear, but then they also have like a career-based wear and tear. So you could have a player who, he's just had a bad back his whole career, and it flares up sometimes. And imagine that playoff game or something like that, right? It's a big deal. It affects the player's value. One out walk.
Now batting, second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Better believe they're going to hit and run.
No, that's down.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, I forget the exact count. I actually think it was a 3-2 pitch, which less than 2 outs. I had the AI attempt to steal. It was either like 3-2 or it was like 2-2 or something like that. Later in the count. I don't think I've ever seen it. Completely shocked me. Jorge Solaire, again, their most dangerous hitter. Even the guy in first with 2 outs, I'm not afraid just to kind of lightly pitch around him a little bit.
Ball one, no strike.
It's a base open, we'd intentionally do it to see if the pitches, but
2 balls, no strike.
he will chase, especially he's chasing a lot of sliders.
3 balls, no strike.
I think he'll give me a strike here.
Count 3 and 1. Ball 4. Take the
Well, Spencer Turnbull. Probably should have people up already, but
Now batting, designated hitter, Hunter Jojo.
a little mound visit.
Your attention, please.
Bring in Danielle Pinero
Now
here.
pitching for the Tigers, number 51, Danielle.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a 3-2. It was just, it completely caught me by surprise. So it was something, and it wasn't with 2 outs. I might have clipped it. I don't remember. I always clip tons of stuff during my games, and I forget to go back and like do anything with them. So I just have to go back.
Nope, that's down. Hey! 1 and 1.
Perfect spot for Danielle Pinero here. Pitches well, and the team's behind. The strike guy's out.
Ball 3.
Apparently can't throw strikes. It's a strange animation. I'll show you what I mean. It kind of makes your heart stop a little bit. This is just a pretty routine. It's not even hit that hard. It's just a line drive at the second baseman. So it's literally hit right at him. So where do you catch this ball? You kind of just catch it in front of your face, honestly. Instead, he lays it like a kid in like Little League. He's scared of the ball or something. Like, that's just dangerous, because if that ball, let's just say he did drop it, right? But he stays squared up to the ball. That ball's going to stay in front of him. He's still got plenty of time, right? So let's just say he stayed straight. Say the ball hits him here, rolls. He's got time to come up. He can throw there. He can throw there. Still get an out. You rotate your body like this, and that ball, I say he doesn't catch it, even if it hits off his glove, most likely it's rolling out here. That's scoring 2 runs, especially a ball that's knocked down and slowly rolling, and no one's going to get to it. It's going to easily score 2 runs. It's just a weird little play. Weird animation there.
1-0.
Making his major league debut.
We're down 1 and 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Ball, back down. Ball 4, take the base.
Leadoff walk. Yeah, Ryan says it'd be cool to see like balls getting lost in the lights. We do see a lot of like freezing outfielders, and so I mean, truthfully, probably see too many. Like we saw with Jose Reyes when that hit and run. I see a lot of outfielders just kind of freeze, and that certainly happens. But I have pretty good outfielders, and I see them freezing all the time. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, maybe higher rated guys, but most of my guys are like high 60s, low 70s fielding, and they're not bad at all, especially in franchise mode. Oh, okay, change it.
That's count 1 and 2. Two, count.
Oh, swing into the ball.
The batter, the right fielder, Victor.
Saw it well though, had it timed up.
Torres.
I just didn't think it would drop that low out of the zone. And I didn't take a good swing either. It's through.
Now batting, catcher, Victor. Gerhard.
Count 1 and 0.
Definitely some inflated 2020 stats, but limited playing time for the Cubs, but it was really good. But again, just kind of sitting there as their third catcher on the trade block, so he's a good fit for us. We'll happily take him. Ooh, tried to check this one.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
.76 pitches. Could it be a hit? Nope, it's too slow. Surprised that ball didn't get through and hit it well. Pitcher knocked it down. Well, it might show him hurt, but he won't be hurt. That's what we were talking about earlier. There's no drama here. No, still in the game. Crazy. Eighth in the American League in hits. Change up. Dupix pitched well and he's had runners on base.
Leading off for the Royals, the catcher, number 13.
Probably just let hard pitches a bit still.
The batter, number 66.
4 walks, just 1 strikeout. Again, James Tyon would be a good fit for our team. But I just can't give up what the Pirates are asking. Can't do it.
Ball one, no strikes. That's out. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 2 strikes. He's out.
Now batting, third baseman, Crone.
Nope, outside. Nope, that's inside. I got to count 2 and 2. That ball's foul.
That's Heidi Watney telling you a quick update. I'm actually going to pause this stream right here and resume it later on tonight. You can watch the rest of Tiger and get some other stuff done as well. But we'll stream it. I will get back at some point tonight. I just don't know when. So you can subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see the end of this game and also the end of the trade deadline.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We will probably go over that again here and just see how things shape up. But for now, I'm going to actually step away for a little bit. So thanks for watching the first half here of episode 39. We will resume in the bottom of the 5th here momentarily. See you in a little bit.